We're here at NJCAA Men's Basketball Division I Championship in Hutchinson, where the Grizzlies advanced to the Sweet 16 after defeating the 23 seed Roane State College out of Tennessee. Coach, we'll start off just opening comments on the game.
Yeah, obviously we came out and shot the ball really well. We were really moving the basketball, going inside out, and got rhythm shots and went 7 out of 10 from 3 to get away from. We also guarded them real well. You could tell that our on-ball defense was giving them problems. They didn't get very many open looks. I thought we did a good job on Tahjae, their best player. And it was a really good first half. We came out the first 10 minutes of the second half, and they were the more aggressive team. And I'll give them a lot of credit. The intensity that they played with defensively was much different than it was in the first half, and that caused us problems. But I think that's also a sign of a really good team. You give up a big lead like that, and they cut it to 3. And if you're a weak-minded guy or program team, you could just continue to melt. But we hung in there, and to be able to separate it back up to 19 points with Isaiah Williams in foul trouble, a really good scorer, and Rob Brown didn't have a great night, but we know that won't happen very often. We had a lot of guys step up and play well, and anytime you get a 19-point win in the national tournament, you'll take that and run with it.
Coach, they get a big block, they go down, get a layup, call timeout. What did you tell them in the halftime? Because after that, you guys were gangbusters.
Yeah, no, I don't think we had any type of intensity at all. We were just allowing things to happen. We were allowing them to score, and we were allowing them to cause us problems on the offensive end. And so I think it was more just a wake-up call. And I know I asked them, I said, how do you want this thing to go? And obviously, I think out of that timeout, I think Caleb Golden got downhill and got a basket, which could have been a foul, and that kind of gave us some momentum back. And just seeing when you shoot it well early in the half, as soon as you see that one go through and get a little energy, that kind of got our defense going again. But there's no secret messages. It's just reminding them of the things that it takes to win a game.
Caleb, with Isaiah being out of the game in a little bit and Rob struggling a little bit from the field, you really came alive offensively for this team, hit some big shots early and then getting to the rim there in the second half. What were you seeing out there offensively?
Just following what Coach said. He said move the ball, attack the rim. When you attack the rim, you got to attack it hard, because that's the only way we're going to get any calls from the refs. But can't worry about that at the end of the day. Got to finish through plays. It's playoff season, so it's win or go home. So every play got to go your hardest.
Tahjae, man, I've seen you be more of a second half player times this season, but tonight, early on, you're finding your shot, hitting nice jumpers, get to the rim. What's so different for you that was working so well? I mean, you had 21 points tonight.
I would just say, like, each and every day we practice these shots that I take. Coach and staff here do a great job making sure we get a good workout every single practice when we split up guards and bigs. And I try to just go 100% and make it game speed. I found it early tonight. Everything was working for me. Thanks to my teammates too. They were getting me open. Can't really get over Zeke. He's a man child down there. So, once I seen the first shot go in, I'm like, all right, I'm relaxed. I'm comfortable. Like Coach said, they didn't come out with no fire in the first half, and they gave me, like, I felt comfortable, like too comfortable, and I just had it going and hit big shots.
Tahjae, and for you, in the JUCO, you can deal with some egos. You come off the bench and you accept that role and you don't complain. What's it like for you to be able to flourish in that role and help your team get to the second round of the national tournament? You're 3 wins away from the national title.
I just look at it as we're a team. We're all together. Doesn't matter who starts, matter who comes off the bench. It's about who finishes in the game and who's in at that moment. And I played my role. That's all it is. Throughout this year, you just got to find understanding, and if Coach got something working, obviously we're here. So if he wants me coming off the bench, hey, I'm going to take it. And, come in, give my guys great minutes, and, try to be the best I can be.
For any of you two, obviously a gym you're familiar with. You were here just over a month ago playing against Hutch in the regular season. Did that help? I mean, we were on fire early.
Right. I don't know if it helped. I think that the work we've been putting in the whole season and this last week is what helped us make shots in those moments. I don't think it had anything to do with us, kind of a home court advantage or anything like that. It helps that we ain't got to come from that far, but as far as us making shots and coming out to play, anybody in this tournament can win games and make shots. It's about who plays the hardest.
Hey, Coach, on Tahjae, with him being as mature as he is, accepting that role, and just kind of helping his team as much as you've seen guys probably not accept that, and for him to be able to do that, how awesome is that, and how much does that really help your team?
Well, I think that there's an understanding between all of our guards, because we've talked about it all year long. I have 5 starting guards. I mean, for the entire first semester, there was virtually no separation between our guards. Like, if there was a depth chart, they're even. Obviously Javon is a little bit different because he's the primary ball handler, and the one primary ball handler that we've had all year. So he kind of solidified himself in that role. And then from there, I mean, these guys are mature guys and they're about winning, and so they're going to do whatever we need to do to win. And I tell them all the time, like, you are a starter in my mind. You're a starter in my mind. If you go out and do the things we need you to do, you're going to play 30 minutes. And so I think, both of these guys and even the guys who do start, they would prefer to be finishers than starters. And Zay went back in there for Golden, and Tahjae finished the game. But Zay got his 4th foul. He's a finisher. I mean, these guys want to be finishers, not necessarily starters. And the team camaraderie that we've had in the last 3 weeks has really put us over the top from a good team to a great team.
So it may not mean anything to these guys, but it's his first tournament win for Butler since 1996.
Yeah.
Just kind of the getting that taste of victory back in the mouths of Butler fans after so long.
It's very special. Just because for me personally, I have so much respect for former coaches and former players and the tradition of Butler. That to get this program over the hump, there's been so many people that have contributed to that success, starting with, our former players who have come and gone and laid the foundation for us to go get guys like these. If we don't, that first year, we 1 second away from getting to this tournament, but that success kind of helped us continue with the winning tradition. So it's very special. Hasn't really sunk in because I don't think any of us are satisfied with coming out here for one day. We want to keep marching through this tournament, and then we'll be able to reflect when we're done.
Coach, a big one tomorrow night against the defending national champions in Northwest Florida. Of course, your former assistant coach Cam Parker on that squad. It's going to be a big one tomorrow night.
Yep. No, happy for Cam that they've had a good year. Obviously, they're an extremely talented team. One of the blue bloods in junior college basketball, so to speak, with the tradition that they have. They're the defending national champs. The thing that I like about my team is in the biggest moments this year against the best teams, we've been pretty strong. We've been pretty committed to winning and a pretty together group. So I know that we're playing a great team. And I'm excited for these guys. We get a chance to play them. I mean, that's why we're out here. What we're out here to do is see where we stack up against the best teams in the country.
All right, Coach, congratulations. The Grizzlies advanced to the second round of the NJCAA National Basketball Tournament. They'll play tomorrow night, roughly around 8:30 against Northwest Florida State.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.